Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Joey. I got another show today for you, and it's going to be talking about cheerleading and hype and the shill that is going on with these metal detecting companies and all these YouTube content channels that are not telling you everything that you need to know about a purchase of a detector. If that's something that interests you, stay tuned. We got another show coming. Alright, YouTube. You know what? I tell you what, I've gotten to the point that I am so disappointed every time I go to YouTube and I'm trying to go on the internet and I'm trying to get information concerning, feedback and actual reviews about detectors and what people actually think about their detector. And all I'm finding is of just a bunch of shills and a bunch of people that are just advertising. Basically, the company is just advertising on the backs of popular YouTube creator with content, and you see it all the time, man. And it's just ridiculous. You got dudes got their they're like this, and you see the thumbnail like this, right? Where you see the guys, they're just over there, they're just like this. All these ridiculous thumbnails that make you think that this product is so amazing that they're gonna go out there and do all these crazy things with it and find Pharaoh King Tut's tomb. It's ridiculous, man. Dudes standing on top of mountains holding the product. Like, that's the reason. How much of this stuff here that you find is just pure luck? Well, anyways, dude, this stuff here is called hype, all right? And the hype is getting so tiring. Now, I've got a little cliff note over here. It's another computer, and I just, I went ahead and I wrote this stuff out so that I could stay on track. So the first thing I want to talk about is hype, okay? When you are sponsored, okay, when you're sponsored, that means that the forum or channel, they cannot be considered independent or unbiased. Okay, so they're going to be giving you all these reviews about how great everything is, how everything works wonderful, and you should be able to utilize all these features and functions, everything to shine on this product to make you believe that if you go and spend your $400, $500, $600, you're going to be able to run out there and find that coin or whatever it is. Okay. It's not necessarily the case, man. There are a lot of other factors that come into play on whether you are going to be successful as a detectorist. The 3 P's. I call it persistence, patience, and passion. You got to have the 3. When you're first starting out, you don't even know which way you want to go. You're interested. You've seen, some of these shows, man. You've seen a couple of guys at the park doing this. You just think, maybe this looks like kind of fun. Maybe I'd like to get into it. And when you see these guys finding all this smashed, hammered stuff, and they're making it look like that the product that they have in their hand is 100% the reason for it, they're not giving you the whole truth. Okay? So another thing that I just want to let you know is I actually go and read forums. I go to plenty of treasure forums, and I want to read up on what people think about a detector before I actually go and I buy it. Okay? And any smart consumer should think about actually reading forums to get an unbiased review. But what I'm finding a lot of these forums are not unbiased, man. Posts will be considered, or actually, no, posts will be censored or even removed if they are critical of any brand. So if you go on there and you say, man, this sucks, or, I find that is terrible and this is garbage, if you say anything like that, you could just be censored. Your content removed, or you'll be banned from actually saying anything on the post, or a moderator kicks you off. Whatever, dude. Is that really the forum that you want to go to for advice and recommendation, where they actually block people from saying what they want to say? Look, man, forums, websites, and YouTube content creators that take paid advertisement or get some type of a kickback, right? They should be very clear about their vested interest with that brand. Otherwise, the information they provide could be worthless. Right? I mean, doesn't that make sense? I mean, if you're being paid for something, why should you Why should you believe the things that they say? Because a lot of these thumbnails, when I see these guys holding their coins and doing that kind of crap, what do I see on the top of their head? They got a damn camouflage hat on with logos on it. Or you see them with the fines pouch on their hip with the brand on it from the company. You don't think that they're receiving some sort of a freebie, kickback, free detector, or money for advertising for this company? Companies, man, like that, they don't even need to advertise and shell out millions of dollars to advertise on Prime TV no more. All they need to do is to find successful YouTube content creators and ride on their backs. Why? Because those content creators has subscribers. And they follow everything they say to the T. And it gets ridiculous, guys, okay? There is a content creator on YouTube that does metal detection reviews. I don't know him personally. He's a dude down south somewhere. Calabash Digger. I don't know if you know him, whatever. Check out his channel. Anyways, he's not sponsored by any brand. He doesn't receive free machines. He tells it as he sees it, right? Well, he doesn't like shills and he doesn't like hype. Okay, and he went as far as to literally take 2 Garrett metal detectors, walk out into his yard, open up his trash can, throw them in there, and slam the lid on it. That was how passionate he was about what he thinks about that company's customer service, all the hype and shill videos, so forth, and the fact that the detectors could not do what the commercials and all of the hypers were saying that it could do. Now, did he go too far with it? I mean, I wouldn't have gone that far. I don't think I would, at least, to go throw detectors in the trash. Well, maybe. Who knows? You know, I mean, you never know what you're capable of until you're pushed to it. You know, spend the money on something, man, and call customer service and have them guys tell you basically, hey, screw you, buddy. We got your money. There ain't nothing we can do. Warranty is void, or we don't honor that type of crap. Whatever. You'll get pissed off. You might run over it a million times and make a YouTube video of yourself doing it. Anyways, you have that right. This is America. Do whatever the hell you want to do. But anyways, if a brand cannot exist on its own merit and stand up to the scrutiny of customers who have paid for their product, then they deserve to be called out until someone or somebody, you know, provides some answers for their shortcomings. Okay? Like this company here, right? I've bought this detector twice. And on one of my other videos that I made back there, I talked about why I purchased the 600, and I felt that it wasn't worth the money. I felt that the build quality, garbage, and I just felt like the durability and the engineering of it wasn't up to par, and I got rid of it, sold it, right? Same thing with the Garrett, with the Apex. Got it, and I looked at it, I thought, oh man, this thing was designed really, really well. I like it, it's beautiful. And then I'm like, I'm out at the park and I'm messing with it, and I'm detecting the way I always detect, and something was just off and funny about this detector. And I didn't, you know, I couldn't put a finger on it until I started reading forums and doing my own background checks to find out that there are many people talking about the target iron masking problems that detector had and falsing on mineralized soil. I didn't get none of that information before I gave my money. Once you give your money, all of a sudden all this information pops out that you should have known about, and your money is gone. All right? So anyways, for instance, I'm going to talk to you like this. This Minelab Equinox 600. I spoke to you guys about how much I think that this shaft sucks. And it does suck. The last one that I bought had a wobble on it. Okay, a shaft wobble. That, you know, you put it together, you tighten the cam lock on it, and you wave it around, and after about a half an hour, dude, you could feel that coil and the box just doing the. And a lot of detectors are like, oh man, that doesn't really bother me. It doesn't really bother me. Dude, it should bother you. Because when that coil rocks back and forth like that, it can start falsing on you and making your detections, making your target sound like something else or just chattery and noisy. So it's like somebody would grab your detector and say, man, dude, your detector sucks. He doesn't mean that the detector sucks. He just means that the condition of it being all loose and wobbly and crap, it needs to be tightened up in order for you to be proficient with your finds. So what did I do? I bought my other Equinox and I've only had it for 2 weeks. In 2 weeks? Yeah, about 2 weeks, right? Right out of the box, man. I put it together and I'm like, dude, please don't have that shaft wobble. Let it be a 2021 purchase. Let the shaft have been fixed. No damn way. Right out the gate, I tighten the damn cam lock, and right away I'm just barely grabbing the pole and I'm moving it and I'm hearing tick tock, tick tock, the same crap as I had before. I had to go as far, if you can see right here, as drilling a damn hole and running a bolt through the entire shaft and tightening it up. No more wobble. Brand freaking new. That's what I'm talking about, man. You know, but me as a customer, I have a right. Should I have needed to take a brand new detector and run a bolt through it to make it tight? No. It was a problem that existed before, and it's another problem that exists now. But I have a right as a customer. I've given this company my money twice. Do I like Minelab? I do. Does this Equinox 600, does its shaft sucks? It does. Does this detector have a problem and a weakness with EMI? It does. I have a right to say that. I paid for it. I've reviewed it. I can work with those Achilles heels. Do I feel confident that I could just take this detector and throw it in the back of my car and it be the only detector? No, I don't, because I'm worried about getting to where I gotta go and the EMI being horrible and I can't detect, to the point that I bring another detector with me, and that detector is gonna be this guy here, which is the Simplex. Okay, so if this thing fails at a park or a certain part of the park, my day is not done. I didn't drive way the hell out here to some area for no reason. I can go back to my car, go get a drink out of my cooler, and actually switch up to this detector and continue my hunt and try to be, you know, productive with my day. Now, do I love this Simplex? I do. Do I think it's one of the most bang for your buck values that you can get for $279? I do. Is it perfect? No. Are there things about it that suck? Yeah. The thing that I do not like about this detector is this stupid plug right here that you need in order to use either a wireless headphone or to charge, right? You got to use this dongle, which got these baby little teeny pins in there, if you could see. Those guys can easily bend. If you're in a low light situation, you're trying to put that in there and you don't get it right, you know, and you're just trying to force it in or whatever, or you don't get it in right, you could bend those pins. Is it a design flaw that I think could be better? Yes. Is it part of the pros and cons? Yes. Does this thing deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? No. Does this Equinox deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? No. Does the Garrett Ace Apex deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? No. They all have their things that work very well, and they have things about it that don't work very well at all. Now, if you are unbiased, you should be able to have the right to say whatever you need to say to people on the internet, onto YouTube. If I'm going to give you a true review of a product, it's got to come with the good and the bad, right? And everything. I don't care if it's your car, if it's your juicer, or if it's a detector. There are things about that detector that are spot on, and there are things that are not so good. But you know what? As long as you know what those weak points and Achilles heels are, in your own mind, you could ask yourself, does it really matter? Does it bother me that bad? Can I work around it? Is it really an issue? And if it's not, you found yourself something that may be the dream detector for you. Okay? So anyways, guys, I just wanted to make a little video like this today and talk about that, because we've been, on the last week here, I've been taking you guys out with me. We've been doing park hunts, and I could tell you, I went out with the Equinox just 2 days ago, and I found that link bracelet, totally amazing, and a ring. And I believe the week before, I used the Simplex and the 540 Vanquish, and found like some cheap rings with those as well. But we've done park hunts, so you've actually seen, I showed you how they work. We've run through the parks with the target ID. You've heard some of the tones, and guess what, man? Guess what? Even though I made a review where I said I did not like that Garrett Ace Apex, what the hell? I went ahead and bought it again. Okay, it will be delivered here in a few days. Is it going to matter? I don't think so. I was very thorough with the review that I made on it the first time. I should have been done and over it with it, but I was able to get it for a good deal, you know, working with some of these distributors. And I got one. It has, I've never had the Z-Link headphones that come with it, but I was able to get both of them, the Detector and the Z-Link headphones, and I think I paid $350 for it. So I'm going to be putting that through its paces, and I'm going to give it a very hard test drive with you with me, so you can see for yourself what it is that I experienced. And hopefully I can work with some of the settings and try to work around it, because you know what? That Apex is one beautiful detector, man. It really is, man. I tell you, holding that thing is so feather light and beautiful. I love the tones. I love the way they designed it. Garrett, that's a work. That's a masterpiece. But does it have issues with the masking? Yes. And that is the whole point of why you want to have a detector that is going to work with you on digs, man. You do not want to go to a park. You've already invested your time driving out to a place. You've invested your time away from your family and your kids to go out here. You want to be able to grab a detector that is going to be proficient and help you find things. Not a detector that is going to be working against you and target masking things and having you walk over targets that are what you want to find. And that is exactly what the Garrett was doing for me the first time I bought it. I'm hoping that I can find ways to work through that and work around it and find the beautiful things in that detector. So when that gets here, I'm going to be making more on that. But like I said, guys, don't fall for hype. Don't fall for shills and cheerleaders. When you see them thumbnails and dudes are on there with the damn, you know, camouflage hats on that's got logos on it, finds pouches, man, gloves that's got logos and crap on it, you know these guys have some vested interest in talking and hyping up a product. Don't fall for it, okay? Go to these channels where the guys are telling you the things they love about it, the things they don't. And if they're passionate about it, even better, okay? So guys, that's all I have for you today. It's about 110 degrees outside. I really want to go hunt, but I'm not into all that sweat. So from here forward, we're going to be doing a lot of talk and reviews on machines, which I believe you guys want to know about this stuff too. All right. So thank you once again for tuning into my channel, spending some time with me here, and please, if any of this information helped you at all, please comment down below. I'll answer those questions for you on a daily. I check them every morning. And hey guys, tap the thumbs up button and subscribe. It doesn't cost any money, but it helps the channel grow. And you know, I mean, I'm up to like about 470 views now, and I'm just trying to climb. I love what I do. I love metal detecting. I love doing it in Las Vegas, and I'm trying to put a different spin on it to attract younger people, older people, females, males, whatever. So thank you so much again, guys. I'll see you on my next show. Peace out. Be well.